Hi Nick. So this is the concept, the idea that I've got to make the arch. It's basically laminated. So this is just masonite, 3mm masonite, and it's obviously a very small scale. But this was just formed around a bucket. It's very straightforward. So the idea would be to use a very thin plywood, so the 3mm plywood, ideally a marine ply. Cut them into strips the width of the frame. Make a template of the shape of your arch, and then form the laminates around the template. Glue and clamp them with a Balkatan weatherproof, waterproof polyurethane glue, and it will become a solid piece of timber or formed wood. Obviously there's a recess that the door has to fit in, and basically that can be done with the laminates using sort of shorter ones on the inside and then longer ones on the outside, removing the need to have to machine or route the recess out once it's all formed. But I think it'll work pretty well, and there won't be much waste of material. The traditional way of doing it is you obviously start with a big slab and you cut it out and you waste a lot of material and whatever. But in this regard, if we use a good quality plywood, marine ply, thin as thin as possible, which will give the curves that we need, or give the flexibility to curve, and then just build it up, and it will be a very, very solid thing, and it should outlast any timber, and it's very quick and easy to do. Once the template is made, it's very easy to form this sort of thing. So let me know what your idea is. Seeing as though it's going to be painted anyway, you're going to lose all the nice bent plywood lines and that sort of thing. But I think that is the easiest way of going about it. So basically what I would need to do is I would need to pop around and take some measurements of the existing frame, and then work out how many layers of plywood we would need, just to get a costing going and sort of work out how much materials. But I think we'll get away with one sheet of plywood. I don't see why one sheet of plywood won't cover it. And then it's a case of removing your old one and just installing this new one, and either screwing it into the wall or epoxying it or whatever. As long as when we take your frame out there isn't a major cavity behind there, but that we can always fill up with a bit of plaster and cement or whatever. So that's my idea. I would, if it was my arch, this is the way I would do it. As opposed to getting some thick slabs and laminating them together and then cutting them out and that sort of thing. That's just a lot, they're hard to find, so yeah, that's my idea. Let me know if I should pop around and we can discuss it in person and have a look at the rest. The rest of the door seems to be in okay condition, and it looks like it is literally just the arch that has to be done. So I would amputate the arch and just slot the new one in. Alright, let me know what you think.